Morning Bizzers. So today I want to talk all about action. I actually was just at an event yesterday and someone actually said that you should not be putting call to actions on your social media. And I'm always really open to people's opinions and I always think about it and decide how I feel about it after the fact, which is what I recommend you do as well. Speaking of which, if you are watching this video, if you can comment #live or #replay based upon whether you're watching me live or you're on the replay. So this person said that their tip was not to use call to actions on social media. And I was really thinking about it, and I don't agree with that. And I'm going to tell you why, but I want to leave it open to you. I would love to know how you feel about this, and share your opinions with me. There's nothing wrong with us disagreeing. I think it's awesome when people disagree. But let me give you my reasoning. I think that the person was trying to say that not every video should have a call to action of a sale or a purchase. That I agree with. But every thing that you post, everything you put out there should have a call to action. And this is something that I see with YouTube a lot, where it's not a social media platform. YouTube is a search engine if you didn't know. But the same thing applies. People are putting out a lot of content. They're spending a lot of time on it. And every single thing they put out has no call to action. And what that means is that people are just consuming the content. They're never being called to do something more, which is part of the reason that everybody on YouTube is trying to get monetized instead of just making money from YouTube on their own, because they don't know how. And it all comes down to call to actions. So let's talk about what a call to action is. Then I'm going to tell you how you should be using them on your content, whether you're talking social media like Instagram, Facebook, etc., or you're talking a search engine like YouTube. If you're talking about your website, what should you be doing with call to actions? So there are a couple different kinds of call to actions. There are call to actions that are for a purchase. Buy this, shop now. These are call to actions. You are directing them to take an action. So the only definition of call to action that you need to understand is you are asking them to take an action. You decide what the action is, and you decide how to call them to it. But anytime you're asking someone to take an action, you are calling them to action, okay? So, what are actions that they could take? They could buy something. They could comment on your post. They could like your video. They could subscribe to your channel. They could follow you. They could answer a question. They could sign up for a giveaway. They could book a call. All of these things are call to actions. You're asking them to do something, right? You're telling them to do something. And so when I heard this idea of not using call to actions, I was like, that's ridiculous. I hear this all the time from clients. Well, people know if I'm putting out content, or if I'm on a call with them, or if I have a YouTube channel and I have a business, they know the reason I'm doing it is to get sales and to grow my business. If they think about it, they know that. But it is not top of mind for them, okay? Oh, by the way, we are working on the S from scales, which is sales. If you didn't catch the first 5 letters, you're going to want to go back and watch those videos, because the scales tell you how likely you are to actually be successful in your business. If you are not using all of the scales, you will most likely not make it. So it's really important to know. The last thing we're talking about is the sales, and that is why we're talking about call to actions. Just wanted to make sure that was clear. So, go back to the concept. On your social media, on your stuff, you shouldn't have call to actions. No, you should. You should be making it easy for someone to understand why you're doing what you're doing on every single post, on every single video, on every single thing that you do. So let me give you an example. You put a post on social media. Whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. You should always say something along the lines of those examples I just gave you. Ask a question. Let me know what you think about ducks. I don't know, there's a bunch of ducks over there. That is a call to action. You are asking them to answer a question, okay? And so shortly after they were given this tip, then the person said, instead, you should be asking questions. Well, in my opinion, asking a question is a call to action. You are asking them to comment and respond to your question. So, does everything that you do have to have a call to action to a sale? No. But I will tell you this. You guys know I'm not super woo. If you're not familiar with the term, go look it up. Basically, it means I'm way more analytical and step by step and less, woo, there's things up in the atmosphere and, you know, whatever, okay? And so I look at things very logically. But there is something that people say a lot who are very woo. They talk about putting things out into the universe and expecting them to come back to you. And I think it's interesting that a lot of times those same people who talk about asking the universe, for me I would say asking God, but asking the universe for things and expecting them to come to fruition are the same people who refuse to say something about buying. In my opinion, they're only going to buy if you ask them to. This is one of the key points if you want your YouTube channel to make money the way that mine does. On every single thing you put out, you should be asking them to buy. You should be saying, by the way, if you're interested in this, you might want to go check out blah, 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 blah thing. It doesn't have to be buy this thing, purchase now. It can be much softer than that. But if you actually want people to do it, you have to tell them it exists. See, the problem with what we think is we think that everybody sees everything we do. And that's not true. Nobody gives a crap what you're doing. Sorry. So instead, you need to get in your mind that every single thing you do is in a vacuum. You have to assume that whoever sees that post, that video, that whatever, blog article, is only going to see that one thing. And if they only saw that one thing, do you want them to leave without knowing you have an awesome thing that can help them and that all they have to do is pay for it? Because I don't think that's what you want. I think what you want is for them to know as soon as they find you that you have an awesome thing that they need. The only way you can achieve that is by calling them to a purchase. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a hard sell. It can be a very soft sell. If you like this, you might want to check this other thing out. So what do I recommend if you want to get sales? Using call to actions. Using call to actions for a sale. Every single video you put out should be asking them to come and get your free thing, come and get your paid thing, come and get something, get on your email list, make a purchase. These should be happening on every single thing you do. That is how you make money with a YouTube channel that only has 200 subscribers. That is also how you make money from social media. You ask them on every single thing you do to make a purchase in some way, or to sign up to your email list so you can ask them to get the purchase later. But you are always calling them to connect with you more. If your call to action is to answer a question or to comment on your post, after they do that, they have engaged with you. Respond to that comment and message them. And I know how that sounds. For years, I didn't do it, but I can tell you that is your opportunity to connect with that person. And when you message them, say, hey, we were talking on this post about blah. I just want to let you know I'm doing this really awesome thing where you can get a free blah. Or come sign up for my list that'll help you with this. Offer them something free. Then you get the chance to sell them something. Otherwise, that comment was just that, one comment. And while it's great to get a comment, what does that really do to lead you to your goals? We all have 3 goals. We want to find them. We want to teach them. We want to reach them. We want to teach them, and we want to close the sale. That's it. If you're in business, your goal is to reach them, teach them, and close the sale. And how are you ever going to close a sale if you don't tell them you have something that you're selling? All right. That is my big thing about sales. I have no idea how long this was. I hope you guys found some useful information. I would love to know what you think. Comment below. Call to action. I also have a free web class that I do every single month to help you understand how to use YouTube to not only reach them and teach them, but also close the sale. I'd love to have you sign up. It is MyScheduledBiz.com/YouTube. I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Bye.